EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering up, and we're just about ready to up with Drew Brees and the new. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. This will be taking a pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brees. And incomplete to open things up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Brees will try again on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great start.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Breeze now to throw. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Down! Back 22! Back 22!
On first down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Alex Okafor in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, Watson. Underneath for Miller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Watson. UT. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Throwing again is Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
Now Breeze again. Going for the deep ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn, 51 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Green the line! Green the line!
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
On 1st and 10, Watson looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. From the red zone now, Watson looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Down. Green the line. Green the line.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Set. Black 22. Black 22.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
11. Easy.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Breeze going to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A final shot before the break. Watson going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 13. 21. Now Breeze. Flush to his right, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
11. 21.
Breeze now. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Miller. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and 2, Watson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Demaryius Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Demaryius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have broken the tie.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Camaro. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
21.
Breeze now to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. To throw on second is Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. This is Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 38 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. Thomas, the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Throw left side, completes a QT. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
The Texans on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Black 22.
Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to take another shot here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 15. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Black 22. Black 22.
They begin with a run by Miller. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll run it again with Miller. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, yeah.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Watson now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Throwing now, Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now a desperation throw deep. They've got his man complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. It's a big play there for the Saints. 43 yards. Breeze now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Sam with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Going deep for Hopkins. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.